What's what's up, everybody? All right, I'm just gonna answer these. I see this post. So, I just tried to change my email. The reason I can't post is because I tried to change my email address so I could receive notifications, and I had an old email, and I think when I changed it, it sent a validation to my old email, which I don't have access to. So Metajake is locked out. I can't reply, and I tried to make a new account and haven't seen a registration email yet. So that's why I'm not on CC. Anyway, but I saw the thread, I saw the forums, and I saw the thread, and I thought that was cool. And thank you guys, and thanks Ezekiel, man. And I wanted to I see Lethal re-up this question. Sorry I hadn't gotten to this yet. Anon number. But whoever this is, hold on. Well, I'm sorry, not Anon, but member 104117. Okay, so I'm gonna keep. Hopefully, this is a short one. That glove, I almost forgot about. I forgot about that when I was in my last video. Who is the we? It's just a few people. It's just me and another programmer here in Michigan who's helping me out, and Mr. X himself, who helps me out with like concept stuff. So, and that's all. Just a few people. And then Miss Member 101471, your question about what programs I use to make this. So, and for Lethal, sorry guys if this is choppy and stuttering and shit. I'm not scripting this, but appreciate you guys asking this, man, because I like talking about the stuff I want to share, what I do, what I am working on. So, Leap Motion. You guys saw that little Leap thing, and it has a program you install when you get it, and you can kind of see on my screen this little thing up in my toolbar thing, whatever, up here, and it is. So let's see. So this Leap thing, when it's plugged in, this program turns on to run it, which is it's receiving information from the Leap motion. And now you can, across the top of the screen here, we see that there's all these different languages. You can, with the right library, which is like a set of, a sheet of code, with the right code library, you can then pipe that information from the Leap into whatever new file you want. So I can, if I'm writing code in JavaScript or in Unity, C#, C++, Java, it's Python, etc., I can just say at the top of my file, I say, basically it's like import Leap. Let me go open my file real quick, and let me open this file, and you can see this real quick. So we get to look at all the stuff on my computer. That's cool. PLI stage 1. Okay, so whoops. All right. So up here at the top, this is just HTML. I told you guys showed you guys this in the browser last time. It's just an HTML file, and I'm writing in JavaScript. JavaScript is a programming language written for the web browser. So I'm just writing a typical HTML sort of file here, and up at the top here I'm importing these scripts. They're code libraries, which I did not write, but this is the stuff that's provided for you at the Leap site. Well, actually I got these elsewhere. Some of it comes from another source, somebody else who wrote these. But now when these are plugged in, my JavaScript program down here can receive data from the Leap. So, I mean, this is a real short answer to your question, member 104177. The program I'm using is JavaScript. So I'm just using a text editor, an HTML file, and it has a little script section down here, and it's just JavaScript. I'm using another JavaScript library called Howler.js. This is an audio library that somebody wrote. and it's really fucking cool. It's really nice and easy to get audio up and running on your website, and it can do things like change the volume and fade and some other cool stuff. So that's what we're looking at here. I load in a beat. I define a beat. So this is beat 1. We'll start here with layer 1. It's howl. It's the source is right here. The L1 stands for layer 1.mp3, which is in the same folder as this file. And down here is some more JavaScript, and down here is some more JavaScript, and down here is the leap. This code for the leap, where I say leap.init initialize, and then this frame callback. I define this frame callback, which means that for each frame, it's going to send in this for each like loop, which is like every processor cycle, which is like thousands of times per second. It's going to send in the frame information. The frame information has information about the hands. So frame.hands for each. So for each hand, I get the palm position and the X, Y. So I'm just giving you a little bit of information. I don't know who scripts JavaScript on here, but or whatever does coding. But yeah. So this is my conditional. I don't know how much you want to learn about this stuff, but it's like asking like if my fingers. Total length of my fingers is equal to 5, which means that if I have 5 fingers, then as you can see, play each layer. Layer 1 volume is max 1.0, which is the max volume. And you saw that in that first video where I had all 5 fingers out. It would play all 5 layers for cool parts. More code, more conditional. This is kind of the areas. If it's like, I don't want to get too complex. And then down at the bottom, we just start to play. We play everything. So then every loop, every processor cycle, or browser cycle, I don't know what to call it, it runs this code in here, this section of code. So that's it, man. I hope that answers your question. I don't know if that answers your question. You asked what programs to make. And that's it, man. Just the text editor. And the stuff I was writing prior was in Python. So it would be like, it'd be a Python file. I'm not going to write code right now. But it's pretty similar stuff. JavaScript has a lot of similarities to, I shouldn't say that. Python and JavaScript are different, but there are similarities. I don't know. All right, so I'll post this up here. I don't know how long this is, and hopefully it's not long enough to. And then once you see it, tell me what you thought, and if you have any further questions, or if I didn't answer anything. And I'm totally down. I'm down to help inform you guys for any more. And I haven't made any progress yet on any new versions, so I want to get a simpler. I want to get you guys to be able to play with stuff and mess with this stuff, as long as you have the audio files. And I don't know if anyone else sees this and wants to let me communicate on Cannabis Central again. That'd be cool. Help! I'm locked out. Help! Just kidding. I don't care. But yeah, I see. I think somebody else responded about some audio stuff. Who was that? Yeah. Infinite Haze. Oh, okay, cool, man. All right, we'll talk. There's definitely a chance to. Yeah, I want to do some more stuff to this project. All right. Peace.